the Malaysian government has announced an extension of its national lockdown amid a surge in COVID-19 infections. The lockdown, which was initially set to end on June 14, will now end on June 28, according to the country's security minister. By the end of May, Malaysia reported a record number of daily infections, putting its healthcare system under strain. A total of 9,020 new cases were reported on May 29. On June 1, a two-week total lockdown was imposed. All social and economic sectors were affected, leaving only essential services listed by the National Security Council in operation. It was reported that the surge in transmission was partly due to the highly transmissible COVID-19 variants. As a result of the record number of confirmed cases being reported daily, hospital capacity across the country became strained. Meanwhile, critics note that the country's COVID-19 vaccination initiative has been slow. According to Our World in Data, about 3.2 million people in Malaysia have received the first dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. They make up about 10.3% of the population. About 1.4 million people, or 4.4% of the population, have received both doses, completing the vaccination process. Over 4.6 million doses of a COVID-19 vaccine have been administered. As more than 5,000 new infections are being reported daily, the government has decided to extend the lockdown until June 28. The country's royal leaders are scheduled to meet on June 16 to discuss the next step. It was reported that the king had summoned party leaders individually amid the public discontent over the government's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. Minimal activity and traffic are seen on Malaysia's streets and checkpoints with the country under total lockdown. Malaysia's finance ministry is set to announce a relief package for individuals and businesses to help tide over the lockdown. With movement restricted to a 10 kilometers radius, business owners like Anthony Kuhn share that their sales have been severely affected.
The government locks up for people that travel more than 10 kilometers and they're not able to travel more than 10 kilometers. Basically, your business is just dying off. There's no people that are actually able to walk in and have a takeaway noodles and things like that.
He confirmed that many shops have closed down as a result of the lockdown.
A lot of shops has been closed down because they couldn't sustain. It's not just the rent, it's everything, like, you need to pay for salary, you need to pay for the bills and all. So there's a lot of factors besides than just one.
Stall owner Ing Lee Yam said that the 3 lockdowns to date had emptied their savings.
Baru 1,5 tahun mah, sampai 1,5. Saya lagi mau 2 tahun. Tak boleh, saya pun tak boleh cakap. Parang apa, ada makan sikit. Baru mau MCO2, itu uang pun sama sudah habis lah. Lagi MCO3. Mana lagi ada uang? Langsung kerja bentar lama. Itu 1 tahun lebih. Miaka bentar.
You're watching The Independent Singapore. Subscribe to this channel for more news and documentaries.